If we're just really having a transparent conversation, you know, why haven't we regained faster? Stick around. In this video, we're going to dive into a new division that I'm jumping into for this week. And while we're at it, I'll give you a update of the gym business too. Well, this is the casa for the night. There's the old fam bam. Woo! Yeah, no more hotel sleeping. But I'll tell you, been in this new division for about less than 6 hours. I have already been looking at installing an RV AC unit. I'm actually ordering it on this trip, so when you see this video, I probably already have it, if not already installed on the old Freightliner, so that at night I'll have AC and heat all from the rooftop. And I'm going to use some lithium batteries, a like DC to DC or something, energy battery converter, something rather or another. But yeah, so they say it's only supposed to be you, the driver, in here, and you're not supposed to, you know, use the facilities or, you know, make it like home, but don't tell the company. They'd be breaking some rules. I would not want to climb this hill in the Freightliner. Bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. How many bottles of beer on the wall? You guys suck. Miles, let's see your menu. Whoa, what's the other side look like?
random old trucking men looking at me.
First, before we drop this unit, I gotta clean the shitter out so they don't know. I'm just joking. As you guys have seen, we rented an RV, and best part of the vacation by far, because when you try to fit all 5 of us and the luggage into a mid-size SUV, it doesn't work very well. And the added space, no hotels, we didn't really save money because this was pretty pricey, but again, well worth it in terms of just making the drive up and back enjoyable. And I think we'll either do this every North Dakota trip. So a few years back, I had just decided that twice a year we're gonna drive up to North Dakota to hang out with my grandma, or as the kids say, Gigi Mama, and just enjoy our time with her, because she's a fucking badass lady. And well, your time is how you really show what your priorities are, or what you really use to show what matters to you. And so, you know, hey, our family isn't gonna be around forever, right? So you choose to spend a certain amount of time with those people that matter to you. And so, yeah, we'll either rent one every trip, or like I've been already trying to convince the old wifey, maybe we just look at buying one. Maybe in the winter time we get a better deal on one, a used one. I don't believe in buying brand new things that once you take it off the lot or whatnot, you know, it loses $10,000 to $20,000 in value. So why not just buy something $10,000 to $20,000 cheaper if you buy a used one, you know? But yeah, so let's try to figure out how to drain the shitter in this thing, because I don't know what I'm doing. Gotta have some gloves when you got a real crappy job, you know? The old shit tube is in there. I'm gonna put the gloves on, and then we'll connect it down here. Before I pull this, actually before I pull this one, there's one over there I'll pull first, and then that or something, and then after the black water drains, then I pull the gray water one. I don't know if you're supposed to rinse them out somehow or how that works. Let's see here. Flush and drain water tank before using. Maybe I flush it out right here. We'll find out. Okay, as you can see, I don't know if I knew what I was doing or not. I'm hooking up the water line that is meant to rinse out the tanks, but nothing else is coming through. I don't know. The gray tank shows empty. The black tank still shows a third full. We'll see. I'll talk to the owner about it. All right. So the RV trip was a blast. Again, like I mentioned, I'm pretty certain we're going to look at getting one, because, well, we'd use it at least twice a year. But then the other thing that I mentioned, if you're still sticking around, you know, how is the gym doing? So I'm actually just leaving the gym. Well, stopped at a gas station, but I'm leaving the gym for the day. And I looked at some numbers back from March of 2020 and then just kind of each month on. And so, you know, we would bring in upwards of about 1,000 in just total revenue a month. So, you know, that I wish I was making that kind of money on a monthly basis. But, you know, that's not how a big operation works. And I had always said that restaurants, hair salons, places that are more an instantaneous type of revenue, you know, they're going to hurt right away during everything. And if you're in a state that, you know, is that resembles communism more than America, I don't even understand how any business survives in that type of atmosphere, you know. But in Iowa, we were down for 42 or 46 days before we were able to reopen. And businesses that don't have reoccurring types of revenue models, you know, they were hurt right away, instantly shut off. Well, we shifted to a virtual model and then also gave people an incentive to not cancel their memberships, in the sense of, hey, listen, if you pay $100, we're going to give you $100 of credit towards your membership after we reopen. And if you do that, I'm going to give you an additional 25% of whatever, you know, memberships you pay during the lockdowns. So we were able to keep some revenue coming in and keep the bills being paid. So we dropped down to as low as about 15 and some change on a monthly basis. That's $7,000 a month. It was insane. It was disgusting. And right now, we hover at about 15,000, somewhere in that 15,000 range. As long as I continue to keep my payroll and my wife's payroll off the books, that's fine. You know, it works and everything can stay afloat. I'll tell you, some perspective has been gained throughout this endeavor, just in the sense of, you know, I can't tell you how much time, energy, effort that I've put into building a business that, you know, I then needed to hire people to help allow the business to function for I'll just, you know, call it for what it is, you know, the little amount of kind of kickback or money that you get from it. And I say that because when I have a conversation with someone, hey, you like that RV stuff? I'm like, dude, it's like stealing money. Like it's literally, I'm dumbfounded, because I can just hop in a truck, drive, go load up some campers, unload them, and make over $2,000 a week. And I don't have to deal with any real people issues. You know, if you're in the service industry, people are great. You know, I love helping people, but the more you work with people, the more of their baggage comes to the table and you're like, I thought you were. But anyways, the gym is still staying afloat. It's not where it should be, but it's just going to take some work to get it, you know, back up an additional $6,000 a month in revenue. And at which point I need to be more hands-on with that. Like, if we're just really having a transparent conversation, you know, why haven't we regained faster? Well, it's just because I'm not there as much, you know, and so every ship needs a captain to steer it into the direction it needs to go. And so that's kind of the double-edged sword of, you know, we'll say the lack of rebounding that, you know, the gym has had so far. But it's still sufficing. It's still working. Everything's still great. You know, coaches are still being paid, even though numbers are down. You know, like that's just how it's going to always be. So there are some big plans in the work in terms of RV transport, which will then, we'll say, free up some time for me to work on other endeavors like, you know, really revamping the gym and spending some extra time on growing the dumpster rental business to get it up off of the ground, consistently bringing in several thousands of dollars a month. So be on the lookout for that. I'm actually in the process. I'll leave tomorrow to go to pick up some campers, headed out to Montana. But this trip that I'm on, I'm not going to share with you what I'm doing, but this trip is like no other trip for one particular reason. I mean, it's just like every other weekly trip, you know, but there's just something that I'm doing with this trip that's entering this RV transport endeavor into a new endeavor within the realm of RV transport. So that's all I got for you. I hope that you are digging the new vlog, like animation type stuff. I don't know, I guess I just find it fun. I mean, it takes a decent amount of time, but if you guys enjoy watching the vlog style of stuff, going to the music and whatnot, comment below, let me know that. If you don't, let me know. And maybe I won't spend as much time on that kind of stuff because, well, although I'm vlogging just the day in the life on like the vlogs, the goal is to be somewhat of an entertainer for you outside of the different business endeavor, business talks that, you know, we have. So that's all I got for you. I'm not stepping into the drive away division in terms of a source of income, but I think as a family vacation thing, we may be getting ourselves into the drive away division to make the trips that much more enjoyable. So stick around. Again, I'm really close to releasing a video that's talking about what I won't tell you about on this upcoming trip. There's probably maybe a week or so worth of stuff I need to do and record to show you guys. And I've been recording this one for about 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks now. So stay tuned, it'll be a good one. All right, guys, until the next video, I'm out.